Oy vey. All of a sudden, the other day, Stephen S. Crowder, you've seen him here, this latest video with that barber shop, and then the barber who's like, I don't like how you spoke about my community. You know, but he likes Crowder. So, Stephen Crowder, all of a sudden, I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I see Stephen Crowder, and he's got this post again, and he's always doing every 2 weeks. He's got, you do not want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow, everything changes. Tune in, Mug Club. I'm finally going to do this, or I'm finally going to do that. And every 2 weeks, you get something from Crowder. When you tune in, we showed you, it's never anything. It's just a jumblement of words, confusing word salad. And it's pretty clear as day what he's doing is he's just abusing these social media platforms and lying with clickbait and trying to grow this Mug Club, and very weak at times. I don't know why these people never learn. You know, they keep coming.
It seems like they're learning now. He's getting a lot of hate. It does
seem like it. Well, because this one was crazy. So he posts this Instagram thing with the hashtag clean slate. And then I'm reading the comments. I go, what is hashtag clean slate? I'm reading the comments on this Instagram post, and everyone's going, no, man, I'm not deleting my Instagram. No, I'm not going to delete my social media, over and over. I go, what the hell is going on here? And then I look at Crowder's account. He's deleted every Instagram post he's ever posted. Hashtag clean slate. Apparently, he did the same thing on Twitter. He deleted and erased, tampered with every statement he's ever made on social media. It's been wiped. All of his platforms now have been completely wiped. Stephen S. Crowder. He says, you got to come out. You got to see what I have to offer. Please come out. Join the Mug Club. I've got a very important statement. And he posts this to his YouTube. It's a 20-minute statement, around 20 minutes. I think it's going to start right here, 5:40. Yeah, 5:40. It's going to start right here. Listen to Stephen's newest initiative. Hashtag clean slate. There he is.
Fancy seeing you here. Glad to be with you.
Okay, so obviously not a clean slate for your wardrobe. Still wearing the pajama top. Does he think this reminds people of the show? You do not need to wear this. And also, get a couple more copies if you're going to wear them every day. This has been laundered to death. It really is too sheer to be wearing publicly. Wearing it on a talk show, that's even crazier. You know, there was women at the Golden Globes. This is sheerer than stuff that they were wearing at the Golden Globes. This looks like a pajama top. Do you have matching pants of the same fabric and color? Is it all a one-piece thing? And then you've cut your hair too short. It's startling because of the bulbousness.
He's been hanging out at the barber shop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He got his hair cut all short. And again, he's looking really bad, but the body is looking so... I mean, that looks like a muscle suit, right? That looks like when I wore the fake Joe Rogan muscle suit. I mean, this is like... Remember when you were a kid and you would draw a muscle like this?
We have been saying this for years. When will he change it? Like, it's getting ridiculous at this point. Every other person on Earth has gone through about 10 style changes in the time that he's been wearing this same shirt.
This is like how you would draw like an action figure when you're a kid. I don't know if you could see this on these cigarettes. This is a perfect drawing. Cut to this closer. See that? Pretty good. You ever go to draw something as an example and then just realize you're just doodling with no intention on...
Because it feels like when you put pen to paper,
it should just come out.
You
yeah.
forget that you have to direct the pen.
Yeah. Whenever I go to... I'll easily be able to demonstrate this, and then I draw something that's just a bunch of lines. Yeah, so this looks like a fake muscle suit. This is not... And again, with this little thing here, I have one of these. I've never even used it yet. So if you ever confront me and this is what I'm holding, I won't know how to turn it on. Okay, I won't. There's so many extra buttons on this one that I'm used to.
He probably will have forgotten.
I'm still... Listen, I might be the person who owns the most guns, who has the least knowledge of guns. I still don't know if the red showing means the safety's on or off. I have no idea. In? Is it off? Popped out? Is it on? I don't know.
He thinks that you have to charge them, so he's always looking for the
I don't know.
USB-C
I keep them
port.
scattered as well. Scattered. Sometimes I go, I'll wake up in a panic going, I have no recollection where 3 guns are. And then I search all around the house, and then I go, oh yeah, I just put it in a random backpack and threw it in the back of the closet. So I own this firearm. I actually do own it. I own the one with the brown limited edition anniversary grip. It's got a bunch of Mexican engravements here. I think it's a very sharp looking gun. I've never used it. I've been dying to go test it out. But that's the thing about a gun. It's so boring that I keep putting it off. Imagine buying something like this and then never using it once. Yeah, it might not even work. So yeah, if you see me packing with this one, you have nothing to worry about. You could overtake me instantly. So he is promoting Rumble here on Clean Slate. Okay, let's see what this guy has to say. It's Stephen S.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. Glad to be with you. I know this is not a normal show. We kind of just decided to drop this.
No tunneling in, I see. Interesting. Has anyone else tunneled into their show? Just me? Wait till you see me do the curse next episode. I think giving it a week is enough time for you to catch up.
Everyone has 1 week.
It was great. It was an hour and 9 minutes, I think, that episode. Longest ep in the season.
Want to go home tonight and watch the full season again from episode 1? Because that's all I can think about.
Edit out all the parts at the jeans store.
What? That's the best part.
No, I can't stand that fat girl who works at the jeans store. I can't stop thinking about her. That is like the example of my perfect enemy. The fat Native American girl who works at the jeans store. These thieves come in to steal some jeans. They go, "You Indian?" She goes, "Native, but yeah." I fucking drew the line right there. After she said that, I'm like, for some reason, she must remind me of somebody that I just can't stand. But yeah, that show, I get what people are saying. I hope people are responding negatively because of the Native Americans. Okay, let's finally get to this. Here.
I know this is not a normal show. We kind of just decided to drop this. Let me sort of set the stage here. Hashtag clean slate.
I love it.
Is something that we've talked about.
Oh.
It's something that I'd mentioned before we went on Christmas break. And it's something that's been kind of heavy on my heart from your feedback, from a lot of people, actually. And then it was reinforced spending time with human beings.
I had more breath in me after tunneling. You're sitting here. I mean, really, remember when I told you that if you do Adderall for a long time and abuse it for a long time, it eventually adds up? That's why they call it Adderall. It adds up and you go through what's called a psychosis. You start losing your mind. You start rambling, you're impulsive, you're saying nonsense, your mind is cooked. You've cooked your brain with Adderall. It's like the same thing as warming up hamburger meat, super slow. After years of Adderall abuse, your brain becomes cooked ground beef. It starts graying. And we're at Crowder. This is the stage. This is where, this is what we were saying. You can't keep taking Adderall like this every day. 95, 130 milligrams. And just keep pushing through and using the Adderall and not getting sleep. Eventually, you're going to crack. And that's where we go, hashtag clean slate. We're going to delete our Instagram. Are you just trying to... well, let's hear what he says here.
From a lot of people, actually. And then it was reinforced spending time with human beings in real life over Christmas and New Year's. And I'll get to the schedule in a second. You know, the show is coming back on the 22nd, The Daily Show, and next week, Monday, with a Black and White and Gray Issues and an apologetics episode with Alex Jones. A lot of stuff happening here in the next week, but that's not really what I want to talk about right now.
Uh-oh.
Clean Slate is an initiative that we're starting here.
You cannot... That's threatening to the legal system. That's threatening to America. You are not to start an initiative, okay? What are you, the Umbrella Corp? There should be no one starting their own initiative. That's terrifying to me. You know, unless you have the licenses and permits to do this under a court's order. I don't want to...
Roll can start an initiative.
Sure, as long as it's being supervised by somebody. I don't need Steven Crowder with his open carry here starting an initiative after what I've seen him do.
Clean Slate is an initiative that we're starting here.
Who? You and Nick?
And I ask that you consider joining us.
Whoa.
Let's start with this. What are we doing?
Uh-oh.
What are we doing?
Look at this.
I mean, what is everyone doing with our lives here and how we use these tools? You're watching this probably on one of the platforms, hopefully Rumble or Mug Club, maybe YouTube. But you may, at one point, you would see a clip on Instagram. And by God, hopefully that 10 seconds gets into that timeline, along with chicks dancing in yoga pants, selling you products that they don't use to develop a body you won't have and live a lifestyle that you'll never live.
The models are the best part of Instagram, idiot. Everything else is the worst part. I'm so sick of people thinking all their problems come from IG models. You mean all your heavenly answer prayers and wishes granted is bothering you? Jesus, doesn't anybody remember being a child? You could stare at boobs 24/7 now. And they're, oh, don't you wish this would go away? I'm so sick of these models selling their bodies for money.
To develop a body you won't have and live a lifestyle that you'll never live.
It's very easy. By the way, these Instagram models are not even, I would even say the hottest Instagram model is like seriously still a 6. It's not that impressive. Anyone could have an Instagram model's body. You go to Dog Pound, for 6 months. Under the training of Aubrey Marcus, you'll look just like, it's not that hard. And you have the body, look at your body. You have the body of Hellamar Carly. It's achievable. Have you ever seen Royce from Revenge of the Sis? He's achieved it. He looks amazing. He looks like Bradley Martin. I can't tell them apart.
And we're feeding this machine. This is the feedback that I get from so many of you is you feel like you're in a rat race. You feel like a hamster on a wheel. And it used to be once upon a time. This is kind of the fundamental change, I think, that's taken place in this country and really across the world. People used to create content, or people used to use social media, used to create the content and hopefully reach the people who they felt it served. It was relevant to them. Now we live in a world where that's not the business. As a matter of fact, you're discouraged from that. And you're discouraged as a consumer from using these platforms that way. We now have people
when you listen on headphones like I am and you're hearing the breaths, it sounds like a psychotic, like really crazy, like you usually don't hear public addresses being spoken like this. You know? And you can hear that echo in the room a little bit.
Aggregate content that they didn't make to try and reach an audience they don't care about through feeding a machine, which we call an algorithm. Ooh. And all that means is it's an artificial brain. It's not even human.
Oh, this is boomeristic. The algorithm, you're just discovering this now? Okay. The thing that you're like the main guy in these algorithms. Who do you think people are so sick of seeing in these algorithms? You. You're the main user of all this crap. So now the algorithm is the enemy. But could this be, he wants us to delete Instagram, social media is evil now, delete all your posts, because he's deleted all his posts. Surely he has several upcoming trials with his wife over this divorce, right? And the custody of his kids. Could he have found a way in his mind to tamper with evidence without getting in trouble? Oh, no, I didn't delete everything off my social media because of this upcoming case and the risk of you finding something incriminating. I deleted it because it's hashtag clean slate. It's for my show. It's like a big initiative that I've been working on, right? Could this just be a cover-up video?
Yes, like look at this weird part. Go to 850.
850 coming up, and we could just do
0850.
0850.
I'll start saying it like that.
Great. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Clean slate. If you go to my Instagram or my Twitter right now, everything is gone.
Oh.
I've wiped everything. A little secret. A lot of journalists do this at New York Times, at Washington Post, because they want to evade accountability.
Oh.
We're doing this that hopefully you can follow suit, and we will move forward using these platforms as the tools that were designed.
Specifically telling the judge. Anytime a man talks to the camera, let's be honest, you're pleading with a judge. That's how I base this whole show. What would a judge think? And usually I end the show with everything I think back. I go, the judge would love it. They would be laughing. So I feel like what you're saying, you're trying to state it as clear as possible. You're like, a lot of journalists will delete their social medias to avoid accountability for something that they've done wrong. We actually have deleted it for the initiative, of course. It's a positive thing and not a to delete evidence. So we just want to make that clear.
Do this at New York Times, at Washington Post, because they want to evade accountability. We're doing this that hopefully you can follow suit, and we will move forward using these platforms.
See, we're not doing it to avoid accountability. We're using it, and I quote, so that you can follow suit. Your Honor, those are clearly two different concepts. We're doing this so that you could follow suit. Okay. Which, so you could have just strung together any four words. And that's different enough. Listen to this.
We're doing this that hopefully you can follow suit, and we will move forward using these platforms as the tools that were designed to serve.
I hate to say it. This is no different than on cinema. At the cinema.
Wait, okay. This is all just a bunch of Crowder garbage, but go to 1700.
Here we go.
But this whole time, he just does this like word salad where he's like, the algorithm isn't even human. It's not human. It's just a code that brings you straight.
I love the algorithm. By the way, I'll tell you this. I love the algorithm. Didn't I have a concept surrounding this data? Yes, I'm trying to trick the algorithm and the data collectors into thinking that I'm very rich. It's a new form of looking cool. It's called, let's trick the data miners into thinking that I'm more of a man than I really am. And what does your data say about you? Mine is suggesting Louis Vuitton. I knew that I had tricked my data collectors the other day because I got an ad for some really luxurious toothpaste roller. That only, they've got to have that thing set to target, and then the rich, they have. So I have tricked my algorithm, and I always wonder that. I go, so do like Jelly Roll fans, those poor rednecks, do they only get ads for like ramen, or are they getting the same high-end ads as me? Or are they only getting like the worst ads possible? An ad for a candy bar sale, 2 for $1. What are they getting ads for? You know what poor people love? 24 packs of Coke.
Those are good, though.
So, yes, they are good. But, yes, this algorithm. And I love the data people. Wait, no, I'm actually very concerned about that, too. I really don't like the data mining, which you have supported and contributed to your whole career. I mean, everybody you work with, every platform you're on, you're part of this data collection. Even you and the Daily Wire both collect all the data of your listeners, and you sell them to political parties. You've admitted this. Literally.
So true.
So here he is, the data collector himself. All these guys do it. This is their side hustle. All these political shows got a lot of side hustles, and Daily Wire admitted it. They sell their email list to political parties and campaigns so that they could come and bother you. They've openly admitted this. So, you guys should not be against data collecting. You're collecting and selling all the time. I never even thought of that as something a person could do. Okay, sell your mailing list to somebody? That's a psychotic. And that's what that Ben Shapiro's doing every day. This Daily Wire might be, the TV show. That's like a front for all this stuff they're able to do with the email list and the viewership.
So that's why we're starting the Clean Slate Initiative. And if you actually go to louderwithcrowder.com/clean slate, there are the instructions there. If you want to take part, God. And I want to be clear about what it is.
Okay, so this is interesting. There's instructions. He goes, if you want to take place in this Clean Slate Initiative, we're going to help you out here. We've developed a website with instructions. Should I show that?
Sure. But then go back to this after.
Yeah, we couldn't believe what these instructions were. Wait till you see what they've developed. Here are the Instructions. Wait till you see this. Oh, what the hell? Win this Raptor. Hey, I got to take a second here. I need this. Looks sick. Raptor plus $10,000 cash, and all I got to do is give him my email. Wait, sign up below, louder with Crowder. What the fuck? You're collecting people's emails as we speak? I mean, guys, you can't make this up. A pop-up ad came up. When I clicked on Crowder's website now to show you the instructions, and the first thing is a collaboration with the Ford Raptor. Sign up below, louder with Crowder. This is an enter your email so we could sell your data skin. What do you think they want your email for? You think they're just being, they go, we really want to give some loyal fans a free Raptor. It's like, look at this. Anytime you see this, this is cash to some company. And once you sign up.
Unless it's our mailing list.
Unless it's, seriously. So look at that as you talk about data and the algorithm and deleting social media. You've got a thing right here. And this is to get to the instructions on how to get out of this crap that we're so sick of. Look at this on the top of banner ad. Win a Ford Raptor. You might as well just have an ad that says, let us collect your data. That's all that this is. This isn't a contest. Okay, well, look at this. 2024 clean slate. Happy New Year. It's 2024. Time to start with a clean slate. Here are the instructions. This is it. You're seeing the whole page here. Look at this. These are those instructions. Instruction number 1, delete Twitter. There was a program called Redact where you could mass delete your post. Number 2, delete Instagram. Go to your profile, click the 3 lines in the right corner, click your activity, scroll down to the post, select all posts, and click delete. Delete Facebook. Go to your profile, select posts, and find posts you no longer want. Click delete posts. Those are the instructions for having a clean slate. Okay, we gotta go back. Isn't that insane? Have you ever? This is.
What about TikTok? That's fine.
He likes that one. Okay, no Rumble though, huh? We're gonna use Rumble
or YouTube even.
YouTube too. That's a big one. Google. Here we go.
You do. And an option B, because I understand that this is pretty severe. We've gone through, I guess, a digital suicide machine, as it were.
This is nuts.
I consider it a rebirth. We're not deleting these platforms,
rebirth.
But especially as we go into an election season,
listen to this.
We're hitting the reset, saying, okay,
we're hitting a reset. Listen,
what kind of a legacy do we want to leave? And what kind of a change do we want to impact? And any of you out there want to have the AI brain determine what it is that you consume and who you are based on things that you were posting in maybe 2009 when the platform was entirely different from what it is now?
Ooh.
We're not saying delete everything. We're saying delete the content so that you can start fresh. And if enough of you do this, it'll throw their algorithms for a loop, and you get to start with a clean slate.
Okay, we've gone over this with a few experts here. Deleting your old posts will not throw their algorithm for a loop.
Why would it?
So this is because he thinks we hate these social media companies, so he wants us all to delete our content, probably for some sick fucking game of his. And then he's going to go, well, I got to tell them that it does something to the big media, right? So he says this.
It'll throw their algorithms for a loop.
Thank you, Tim Heidecker. Look at this. Look how he delivers this.
And if enough of you do this, it'll throw their algorithms for a loop, and you get to start with a clean slate.
Oh.
It's rare that you get to do that.
Oh.
It's a bigger risk here right now for us because we know that this is a media company, and it's gone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. At some point, it takes a little bit longer.
So realizes this was a huge mistake really soon. Like, I hope that this having no posts thing, he starts.
I don't think that does anything to anybody except screws up maybe. No, I don't know if it
I just mean
screws
I
up
hope
anything.
He realizes it's a mistake for him to have deleted all of his posts.
Oh, yes, of course. I hope that, yeah, he actually needed that to get him out of a jam. Yeah, and then realizes. Because he manically did this. Obviously, he's in Adderall psychosis. He has been for probably 4 months. It's no different than Kanye's mania. And he treats it with Adderall.
What you post post, I feel like, has literally nothing to do with your algorithm. They don't give a shit what you post. They care what you look at.
And like I said, I verified this with some experts who work at Zoom this morning. They all agreed. So this is weird, and I don't know what your agenda is here. Did we have any other codes for this one?
That was the best part.
That was the
rest
best part.
of it. Well, you could go to 2240 for an exciting something that's coming soon.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Of course. 2240. Okay, let's see. Here, coming soon to
Mug
the
Club
crowd.
Cannot be bought, sold, or bargained with. That's the reputation. The people who want to silence you, who want to dictate what you hear, well, guess what? They can't deplatform us all. It's a full-fledged network, and the announcements we're about to make, Mug Club is bigger than that. You, Mug Club, are the reason that they are scared. And they should be.
No one's scared of this.
Because wait till you see what's next.
It's always wait till you see what's next. New specials.
It's not just black people who are on welfare.
More barbershop shit.
Okay. This is, you're going to have to give what?
Black and white. New specials.
Now, in every industry, there's often a person who people...
Nick DiPaolo. I mean...
I can't wait.
The Tin Man himself here, Nick DiPaolo. Remember this when he dressed as the Tin Man full silver for his special here? You guys can see that's full silver. That's like those street performers who do all the silver paint. That's what he was wearing. And Nick DiPaolo is still stuck with Crowder here. Listen to this. He's going to be producing his next special with Stephen S.
Yes. Now, in every industry, there's often a person who people think is the man. And then behind the scenes, there's the guy. In the world of stand-up comedy, for decades, that guy is Nick DiPaolo.
Wow.
Oh, we have a videotape of Trump saying he likes to grab cookies, but Hillary doesn't?
And then he plays a bunch of scenes from Boardwalk Empire. What? Very cool. Nick DiPaolo. I don't know how Nick DiPaolo can get along with Crowder. He just goes, you know what, I don't... He thinks this is just how the younger generation acts. So he gives up, on his gut instincts about Crowder. Nick, how can you do it? Nick, you trust me, right? 444? Remember the 444 incident?